I'm 109 years old, and I can still do the New York Times crossword in pen. Every morning. I can tell you what I had for breakfast last Tuesday. Oatmeal with blueberries, same as always. I can tell you the quadratic formula, the year the Battle of Hastings was fought, and the name of every student I failed in 45 years of teaching. There were only 6. I remember all of them. People ask me all the time, "Edna, how do you stay so sharp?" Like it's some kind of magic. It's not magic. It's work. It's the same thing I told my students for 45 years. You want results? You put in the effort. Your brain is not different. So sit down, pay attention, and I'll tell you what I know. First, let me tell you why this matters to me. My sister Helen, 2 years older than me, she got dementia in her 80s. Watched her disappear for 10 years. By the end, she didn't know my name, didn't know her own children. This woman who used to run circles around everyone, who remembered every birthday and every grudge and every recipe our mother ever made. Gone. Just gone. My best friend Margaret, same thing. My cousin Stanley. Half the people I grew up with. They lost their minds before they lost their bodies. And I watched. And I thought, that's not going to be me. I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep this brain working until the day I die. And so far, so good. Now, I'm not a doctor. I taught math, not medicine. But I've read the research. I've lived 109 years, and I've watched what happened to the people who did one thing and the people who did another. So here's what I know. First, and most important, use your brain every single day. Not just for easy things, for hard things. Things that make you think. I do a crossword puzzle every morning. Not the easy ones, the hard ones. The New York Times, Saturday level if I can get it. And I do it in pen because it forces me to commit to my answers. I read books, real books, not just scrolling on a phone. I read things I don't already agree with because it makes me think about why I disagree. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it gets weak. If you only use it for easy things, watching TV, looking at pictures on the internet, it gets lazy. You need to challenge it. Learn something new. Do math problems. Play chess. Learn a language. I don't care what it is, as long as it makes you think hard. My sister Helen, God rest her soul, she retired at 60 and never opened another book. Watched television all day. Stopped doing anything difficult. And 10 years later, she couldn't remember her own name. Coincidence? I don't think so. Second, don't isolate yourself. I know, people are annoying. Believe me, I know. After 45 years of teenagers, I know exactly how annoying people can be. But you need them anyway. The research is clear on this. Loneliness is bad for your brain. Really bad. When you're alone too much, your brain doesn't have to work as hard. No conversations to follow. No social cues to read. No arguments to have. And that's when it starts to go soft. I play cards with 3 other women every Thursday. I tutor kids in the neighborhood. Their parents bring them to me when they're failing algebra. I talk to my children. I argue with my grandson about politics. He's wrong about most things, but at least he makes me defend my positions. You don't have to like everyone. You just have to engage with them. Your brain needs the workout. Third, move. I don't mean run marathons. I'm 109. I'm not running anywhere. But I walk every day. Around the block, to the store, wherever. I move. There's something about physical movement that's good for the brain. Gets the blood flowing up there. I don't understand all the science, but I understand the results. The people I know who sat around all day, their minds went faster than the people who kept moving. Simple as that. So get off the couch. I don't care if it's just 10 minutes. Walk. Garden. Do something. Your brain will thank you. Fourth, take care of the basics. Sleep and food. Not exciting, I know, but important. I sleep 8 hours every night. Same bedtime, same wake time, 7 days a week. None of this staying up late, sleeping in on weekends nonsense. Your brain cleans itself while you sleep. That's real science. They discovered that. All the junk that builds up during the day, your brain flushes it out at night. But only if you actually sleep. And food. Eat real food. Vegetables, fish, olive oil. The Mediterranean stuff. I'm Polish. I grew up on pierogi and kielbasa, but I learned. Cut the sugar. Cut the processed junk. Your brain runs on what you feed it. Feed it garbage, it runs like garbage. Last thing, and this might be the most important. Have a reason to get up in the morning. A purpose. Something that matters to you. When I retired from teaching, I didn't just stop. I started tutoring. I joined the library board. I stayed involved because I needed to be needed. When you have nothing to do, nothing that matters, your brain gets the message that it can shut down. It's not needed anymore. So it starts shutting down. After my Walter died, a lot of people expected me to just fade away. That's what widows do, they said. You just wait for the end. Please. I had things to do. I still have things to do. I've got students to yell at, crosswords to solve, grandchildren to correct. Find your purpose. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to matter to you. Look, I'm 109 years old. I've beaten the odds in every way that matters. And I'm telling you, this isn't luck. I watched the people who got lucky and the people who didn't. And the difference wasn't random. It was choices. Every day for decades. Small choices that added up. Challenge your brain. Stay connected to people. Move your body. Sleep and eat right. Have something to live for. It's not complicated. My students always wanted some trick, some shortcut. There aren't any. There's just doing the work, every day, whether you feel like it or not. That's true for calculus, and it's true for keeping your brain. I've got maybe a few more years, maybe not even that. But however long I've got, I'm going to be here for it. All the way. Clear-eyed and sharp-tongued until the very end. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a puzzle to finish. 43 across is giving me trouble. Go do your homework.